Om Shri Mahaganadipataye Namaha. Welcome to another video from Stepping Towards Liberation Group. Today's topic is 3 practices we follow consistently and why Akarmic life. Insights of Karma. Actually, this topic, what we are discussing today, is a kind of backbone for our spiritual journey. As you are seeing, our group name is Stepping Towards Liberation. It means we all in this group are stepping towards liberation, or doing some practices and making steps towards liberation. Okay, so whether we make a baby step or whatever step, we are stepping towards liberation. Our desire is to get liberation. Okay, so to get that or to achieve the target, it's not easy. Okay, so the very first thing which is very much required in the spiritual journey is following practices and be consistent. That is very important, because we see so many people start something and they just drop them after a few days. Okay, there are so many things, so many factors due to which people will drop off from what they started. But anyway, they will again start something and again they will forget and again they will stop. So things will happen like that. So the thing is, when a person, or when a person, a human being who got a human birth, is trying to get liberation, or who is aiming for liberation, we need to do something, at least a few things consistently, without break. I mean, without making pause. It means we have to do these things consistently, and other things, we can do so many things, but at least a few things we should keep it consistent, so that we are already on the track. Okay, that is very important. Okay, in the spiritual journey, how much growth we achieved, it doesn't depends on how much difficult things we are doing. Okay, it is a matter of how many things we are doing consistently. Okay, and ultimately purity of mind is a matter. That is the ultimate goal. We need to purify the mind, then only we get liberation. But at least a few things we need to keep it consistent, and we have to do it irrespective of whatever the situation is. We have to try 99.9% not to skip those things. So our group are trying to do something. We are trying to do something and we want to be consistent. Okay, so we just listed few things to discuss today, which is very, very important. So I think this video may go a little longer, but it's okay. We will discuss whatever possible and we will try to keep it short, so that people will get an idea what it is, and then it will be helpful for everyone. Okay, and also it's a kind of a revision for our group, including me. Like, we are going to revise all the things what we are doing on a daily basis. So it will be a real helpful video for Stepping Towards Liberation group, as well as a very informative thing if somebody is new and they are seeing this video for the first time. Okay, let's get into the topic now. So here we have listed a few things, bullet points, just to make sure that we have an organized way of discussing things. But anyway, this slide looks very simple, just 5 bullet points, but there's a lot of things we should discuss here. Okay, so the thing is, the first thing we listed here is regular puja, and the second one is Dakshinamurthy Stotram every day, and the other one is we follow Akarmic sheet. It's very simple, because we wanted it to be very simple, because if things are very simple, then people will try to follow, including us, including the people who are in this group. So we don't want to complicate things and just give a try for a few days and then drop off. Okay, we want to keep it as simple as possible. And also one more thing is whatever we are discussing today, nothing is created or innovative idea. Okay, so we have taken the things from our listenings, and we somehow, God's grace, we came to know some things. And among whatever we came to know, we listed a few things, and we wanted to keep it consistent and do it as a daily practice. And we wish God's grace is always there. No, sorry, we should not wish. God's grace is always there. So definitely we will be on track. Okay. So we try to keep it as simple as possible, uh, so that it's easy for us. And if we want to do something complicated, or if somebody is interested to do so much in depth, or they want to do so many things, they are always welcome to do. But only thing is, try to be in our limits. Like, it means, like, don't try to cook in too many things which you cannot do it. Okay, so at least a very basic thing, small things, whatever we listed here: a regular puja, Dakshinamurthy Stotram, and Akarmic life sheet. Just understand this, why we are doing all this, and then keep it consistent. Do it every day. On top of that, we can do so many things. Okay, some people were enthusiastic, and they will tell that they might be thinking that, okay, this is very simple, I want to complicate, and I want to, so many people are doing very difficult things, and why we are doing very simple thing. Means it's okay whether you are doing a simple thing or whether we are doing a complicated thing. The ultimate goal of the life is liberation. Okay, God has to be impressed, and once the Supreme Lord is impressed with our journey, and then he will help us, and he will guide us, and then we are there. Okay, so it doesn't matter how much complicated things we do, or how much easy simple things we do. Okay, there are so many things we can discuss here. Anyway, there is one thing which I think I'll make another video for that one. Okay, so there are many ways to get $1 million. Okay, so it's not necessary that we have to, people, everybody who is a millionaire has worked very hard. And some people are getting it very fast, and some people are struggling to get that break. So it's a matter of, it's not easy, and for some people it's easy. Okay, so the God's grace also, it's easy for people who are very devoted, and they are really serious. Okay, that's what it matters. The how much seriousness we have is the matter. Okay, so if a person is very serious and very enthusiastic and very eager to get liberated, definitely God will help in the same way. Okay, so God will give whatever we need. Okay, so if our desire is very strong, our intent is very what we call our intensity to get liberation is very strong, then definitely God also will help us in the same way. Okay, so let's see, so let's discuss this. So we just listed three things. One is a regular puja. We do a regular puja. It consists of some slokas and some kind of some things which we will show that anyway. Okay, and it is also very simple. Okay, it doesn't go very long. It's just 10 minutes or 20 minutes maximum. Okay, so that is what we do. And the one thing I wanted to mention in this regular puja things is we have put some things which are very, very important, and which are very much stressed in our scriptures, because we listen to pravachans every day. We listen to Ashtadasha Purana every day. It means almost every weekday we gather and we listen. So we got some information from what we are listening, and whenever we get some things from inputs from what we are listening, we will be adding it. But we will not be adding it to this regular one. But in case if it is very good, we might update it. Okay, But it is okay. But thing is, whatever we are adding, we have it in the regular puja. Very, very important, and the things which have got a huge potential, if you want to get a break in spiritual journey, are there. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to tell too much, because anyway we are going to have a glimpse of what is the regular puja format we are following. Okay. The second one is Dakshinamurthy Stotram every day. This is very, very important. If somebody is new, or they did not hear about this Dakshinamurthy Stotram, it's a very powerful, and God's grace we came across this Stotram, because if anybody is from Andhra Pradesh or Telugu speaking, they know very well. It's not that only Telugu people know, and everybody knows the value of the Dakshinamurthy Stotram. Anybody is not aware of what is Dakshinamurthy Stotram and who is Dakshinamurthy, that's a big subject actually. So people who they can do a Google, and they'll get a lot of information. And also, if somebody is Telugu speaking, they can go to YouTube and they can watch for the Dakshinamurthy Stotram related talks given by our Sri Chaganti Koteshwara Garu. Okay. So we picked this Dakshinamurthy Stotram, and we will focus on this one. Okay, we will focus on the Dakshinamurthy Stotram. We will try to hear, or we can recite. Okay, some people can listen if they are not able to recite. Otherwise, if they can recite, that's okay. So whatever it is, whether we can listen, we are listening, or we recite, at least we will do it one day, daily once. Okay. And the next thing is we will follow Akarmic sheet. Okay. What is that Akarmic sheet is, anyway we are going to discuss. Okay. So these three things are the main focus for us. Okay. We want to be maximum consistent every day with these three things. So anyway, we'll discuss one by one in detail. And the fourth point where I mentioned is additional practices which we try to follow. Okay. So it's not like we are limited to these three things. We are doing so many other things also. It's not too many things, but we have put some schedule, and we are following whatever possible, and what is feasible for us to do. And we are trying, because as I mentioned earlier, right, we are all stepping towards liberation. We have to get that one. Means we have to be very serious, and we should keep trying. Okay. And whenever the God is impressed, then we will get it. But till that point, we have to be consistent, and we should be very serious in our journey. Okay. So what additional practices we are doing? We just listed a few, and we will just show it. Okay. So one thing is like, we have to, everybody has to remember is like, whatever we are showing here, we are trying to be consistent, and we are trying to do it. Okay. It is not that everybody is doing it, or maybe some of the things which are listed in the additional practices, everyone may not be doing it. Okay. But we are trying to do whatever in the list, whatever possible things from our end. Okay. That is the thing. And the last point is key insight, that is ultimate goal of life is liberation. We have to be very serious in our journey. Okay, that's anyway, we will, that's just a concluding point, but we will not discuss now. It is just telling that ultimate goal of a human being is liberation, which we need to aim for it, and we need to be very consistent, and also we need to be very serious. Okay. So now let's get into the topic one by one, and then we will discuss. Okay. So now we are going to the next slide. So where we are discussing about the Akarmic sheet. So before we understand the Akarmic sheet, we wanted to, we should have some understanding of what is philosophy of karma, which is very important. Okay. So that's why we mentioned we will show the info which is necessary for understanding the purpose of Akarmic sheet. Okay. Akarmic sheet is basically very straightforward. We are not going to add any new karma or any new good credits or bad credits. Okay. Just to be very simple. But anyway, we will have to try to understand what is karma, what is karma philosophy, at least basics. Then we will show the Akarmic sheet, and then you will really feel the beauty of that. Okay. So now let's get into the next slide. Okay. So don't be afraid, because I listed so many things here. But the thing is, it's not, even though it looks uh, very big, but we try to put whatever points uh, in maximum simplified way. Okay. So because understanding the karma is very, very important. Without knowing what is karma and how it is, it will work in our life, it is very difficult. Because even if I go and show you the karmic life sheet, what we are following, you people may not appreciate that. Before showing that one, if we discuss a little bit of what is karma and why we have to practice akarmic life, then you will enjoy the beauty of that akarmic life sheet. Okay. Just to give a glimpse of that one, so let's discuss what is karma here, and what is the reason for our life and birth and death cycle. Okay. So the very first point what is listed here is accumulated or existing karma from all previous lives is the main reason for our birth and death cycle. Okay. There are two ways to get out of this problem. Okay. The one is to completely exhaust all punya and papa. It means like a good credits and bad credits. Once we finish all the good and bad credits, automatically there is nothing left, so we will not get any birth. That is a one way of achieving that. Other way of achieving escaping from birth and death cycle is to get a jnanam. Jnanam means knowledge. Okay. So once we get the knowledge, all our good and bad karmas will be burnt. Okay. So it says jnanagdi dagda karmanam in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Yeah, it means just to make it very simple, you take that there is a cotton which is a huge, very huge, like a universe, how much big it is, that much cotton is there. Okay. So assume that that much cotton is there. So then to burn that cotton, how many, what we need? We just need one what do we call a matchstick. One matchstick only. Okay. Just matchstick or one lighter. Okay. Just put a flame on one side of it. Okay. And what will happen? Automatically the fire will spread, and the whole cotton, whether it is a universe or multiple universes, how much big cotton it is, everything will be burnt. Okay. So like that, once we get a jnanam, it means like once we understand the truth. Okay. So all our good and bad things will be nullified. Okay. That is the way we can get out of this birth and death cycle. So the thing is, there are two things. One is to exhaust your good karma and bad karma, and the second one is to get the knowledge, and then automatically the good and bad karmas will be burnt. Okay. So these are the very high level things, and very simple. Okay. It's very straightforward. Okay. So now what we are doing in our practice is we are trying to do both actually. So the first thing and second thing. Okay. We will see, like we will, and in further discussion you will know like what exactly I'm telling. Okay. So next point is, the aim of our practice is, what we are doing is, like whatever we do in this life, we are doing it as a selfless service or as an offering to the Lord. Okay. So the thing is, as an offering, whenever you do a thing as an offering to the Lord, you will not be accumulating any good or bad credits. Okay. The first thing is, the aim of our practice is one. What we are doing is not to increase either good karma or bad karma, which means we don't want to add anything good or bad. Okay. Then what will happen is, automatically what will happen is, if you are not adding anything good or bad credits, whatever your good and bad credits, existing credits will be vanished after some time. Okay. So that is the way we are doing it. So the first thing is we are not going to add anything new credits during our lifespan. And other thing is, with our practice, we are also gaining knowledge. It means like we are reading the scriptures and we are putting that knowledge in practice. And then with that, what we get is like we get a knowledge. Okay, which means even if you have trillions of bad karma, good karma, all will vanish one instance when the fire of knowledge, okay, fire of knowledge is started, then automatically everything will be gone. Like it's the same thing like first, whatever the second point in the first statement, first line, accumulating existing karma. Okay. So the thing is, just to summarize, we are not going to add any good or bad credits in our life. And the second thing is, along with that, we are trying to get knowledge. Okay. The knowledge, once we get, it will automatically burn all the karmas. Okay. Bad and good credits. Okay. So the thing is, just I gave a small example here. If somebody wants, they can read this. As a high level, what I'm telling is like, suppose a person came to this human life, a person, a soul took the human birth, and it has to exhaust 1,000 bad credits and 1,000 good credits. It means 1,000 punya and 1,000 papam. He has to experience in this life. Okay. So what will happen is like usually what a person does is undergoing the undergoing the experience of disposing these 1,000 good credits and 1,000 bad credits. He will accumulate, without knowledge, he will accumulate more and more good and bad credits. Okay. So what will happen is God has sent this person to dispose 1,000 good credits and 1,000 bad credits so that he can give next ones in the next life. But what this person has done is, when he came to, after coming here to dispose these 1,000 good and 1,000 bad credits, at the end of his life, he will be having 500,000 good and bad credits accumulated. So what will happen is this 500,000 new credits will be added to, and it will become a sanchita karma. Okay. So let's not confuse now. So just I gave an example. It's not easy for us to become a Ramakrishna Paramahamsa or Swami Vivekananda or Ramana Maharshi, but there is a possibility. It is a possible. Only thing is, if we can get knowledge and we can do something very seriously. Okay. So that is the thing. And the next thing is, the karma is a cosmic law of action. Okay. It's a karma is whatever we do is a karma. Okay. Just to, as a high level, you can understand that. Okay. There are three terms here: karma, vikarma, and akarma. Karma is like, it's called a vihita karma. Okay. Vihita karma means the things which are specified in the scriptures, which a person is supposed to do. Okay. If somebody is doing something according to the Vedic teachings, so it is a good karma. Okay. It is a good karma, pious activity, and which will accumulate a good account. Okay. Vikarma is like illicit activities against the law of nature. It means whatever is not, we are not supposed to do, if that some person is doing, it is called vikarma, vikarmic action. It means he is accumulating bad account for this, what he is doing. Okay. The third one is very, very important, akarma. Akarma means activities which don't cause karmic reactions are known as akarma. Activities performed solely for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These are called akarmic life. Akarmic karma. Akarma. It means we are doing the same thing, whatever we are doing it as a karma. Okay, pious activity only we are doing, but we are not doing just like that. Okay, we are just doing for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How to do that one? That is a thing we are anyway going to discuss when we see that akarmic life sheet. Okay. So that is our main thing. Okay. So just try to understand for now, karma means it's whatever the good things we are supposed to do. When we do it, we get a good credit. Vikarma, when we do bad things which we are not supposed to do, we will get a bad credit. Akarma, we are going to do good things or bad things, whatever it is, and we are not doing it for our selfishness, and we are doing it for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, how to do that, how to practice it is the next thing we will discuss later. Okay, and just to give a high level of how much accumulated karma we have, they are categorized into three types: Agami karma, Prarabdha karma, and Sanchita karma. This is very, very, very important. I think anybody want, they can get details. A lot of details are available in the so many videos are there, and also we have a lot of content in the Google. Okay, so if you want to understand as a high level what is Agami karma, Prarabdha karma, and Sanchita karma, this is very, very important. Once we get this understanding, we will really appreciate how it works. Okay, so the thing is, Agami karma means what? These are the things which we are doing on the daily basis. Okay, when we came here to dispose that good and bad credit set, we have to do an action. Okay, suppose if something is bad thing we have to experience, we have to do that activity. Then only it will you'll dispose that one, right? Bad thing means I'm not telling the bad karma. Sorry, bad karma came into maturity. It means we need to have some bad experience. Then only that bad things will go away. Okay. Suppose if our good credit is matured, okay, and it is in action, okay, then means you will get some kind of happiness. Okay, that is what will happen. So the agami karma is very, very important. These are the things which we are doing on daily in the process of exhausting prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma means what? Just to make it very simple, suppose you have a million bad and good karma. Okay, so how this works is sanchita karma. Okay, let's not confuse too much. Agami karma is just whatever we are doing daily in the process of exhausting the prarabdha karma. Okay, in case if we do this karma with utmost care, the intensity of the prarabdha karma can reduce. Okay. Also, we will not add any new karma to sanchita at the end of his life. Okay, let's anyway, it's very clear. We don't want to discuss too much because it will take too much time actually. So let's go to the next. What is prarabdha karma? Prarabdha karma means what? Okay, you have 10,000 good credits and 10,000 bad credits. So what will happen is, when God is going to give you a body, human body, he cannot put all this 10,000 good and 10,000 bad credits and release you in this body, because the lifespan of this body is very short. It's even though we live 100 years here, it's very short to experience the 10,000 good and 10,000 bad credits. So what God will do is, he will pick maybe 120 of the good credits and 150 of bad credits, and then he will send us to this world. Okay, so he wanted us to dispose that 120 good and 150 bad credits. Okay, so that is what is called prarabdha karma. What is prarabdha karma is that 120 good and 150 bad, those things are called prarabdha karma. It means it has to be experienced in this life. Okay, so out of the 10,000 good and 10,000 bad karma, 120 good good and 150 bad are our prarabdha karma. Okay, so what about 10,000 good and 10,000 bad? Those are sanchita karma. Sanchita karma means total accumulated from all our previous births, how much it is. We are taking a simple number because it's easy to understand. Suppose 10,000 good and 10,000 bad credits are there for a person overall. Okay, the 10,000 good and 10,000 bad is called sanchita karma. Out of that, whatever 120 and 150 credits which are released to be experienced in this birth, that is called prarabdha karma. Okay, I think it's pretty much what decent explanation to understand that. Okay, so if somebody is really interested to go detailed about agami karma, prarabdha karma, and sanchita karma, they can go and they can Google. We have to do research. Okay, research means it's not a big research. We should try to spend time. That is very important. Okay, so when you spend the time, then you will understand it. Okay, there are different ways people can have a different frequency. Some person will understand in the very first shot, and some person will take time, and it depends on the person. But don't worry, it's not a thing which nobody can understand. It's a very simple, straightforward philosophy. Our Hinduism is very straightforward, and also there are so many people who can explain in very detailed way to get a clear understanding of what it is. Okay, and there are so many what you call media things are available in the YouTube, in the Google. So many places are, we have so much of content. Okay, the only thing is we need to go and spend time to read them. Okay, so the thing is, having understood what is agami karma, prarabdha karma, and sanchita karma, now the main thing is the purpose of our akarmic approach, which is very important. What we are doing in our approach is we are doing all the things together. It means karma yoga, bhakti yoga, and jnana yoga, all of the things we are doing it together. Okay. The thing is, if we just go a little bit back, agami karma is the thing which we are doing in this, whatever activity we are doing is agami karma. And whatever the activity we are doing in this life is to dispose the existing good and bad credits, prarabdham. Okay. So while doing that, if we use a little bit of technique, you do that as a karma yoga. It means whatever the thing we are doing it, if you do it as an yoga means there is nothing very difficult there. Karma and karma yoga, it's very simple. I will tell you a very simple way. Just if somebody want detail, anyway, they can always Google and they can do a research. Okay. So the karma is what we are in a process. We have a positive or negative credit which is which has to be disposed. For that we have to do some activity. Okay, so we are doing that activity. Suppose you are doing some activity as a karma. Karma means suppose you are reading some a subject to get into to write an exam and get into something. Okay, that is the karma. Okay, karma is what in that case reading the subject and taking an examination is the karma. Okay, if you do it with some intention that I need to do the test very good, and after this I will get something, I will get selected and I will have something after this, it will be adding to my profile, or it will be a very good thing for me after I secure that exam. After I clear that exam, I will get a good seat, and after that I will get something. It means like already automatically your expectations started. Okay, so the thing is agami karma is playing the game now. Okay, the thing is how we have to do is like with karma yoga. It means do the thing, same thing, read the thing seriously and get some knowledge and prepare for the examination and take the examination. Do the same things. Don't do anything different. Okay. So only thing is you just do it as a karma yoga. Yoga means what? Means the person who is doing as a karma yoga, he will not think that after the examination what will happen. Okay, after the examination I will get through this examination or not. If I don't get through, what I will do, those things and all he won't think. Okay, the only thing he will think is like God's grace, I am eligible for this examination, let me write the examination. What will happen? If it gets through, if I get a good result, it's good. If not, there's something good for me else, something else is there for me. So I don't want to expect anything from that examination. My only thing is I need to study this and I need to write the examination. Okay, then he will take the name of God and he will just pray to God, and then he will do the he will prepare for the examination, and he will complete the examination. So the person who is expecting something out of that examination and doing it is doing a agami karma with some expectation. Okay, the person who is writing examination with no expectation and just everything is as a service to the Lord. Okay, so that person is doing as a karma yoga. So when that person is doing as a karma yoga, it will not have the effect. It will not be accumulated as a karma. Okay, and you don't need to be liable for that later. Okay, so the thing is, if you do it properly, as as a service to the Lord. So then we can achieve that. Okay. So that's okay. We don't want to discuss too much because anyway, the Akarmic sheet is completely based on that one only. Okay. So the thing is, what we are telling is Agami karma can be handled means we can do an intelligent way Agami karma when we are doing. If we want to do it very effectively, it means like a very intelligent way. We have to use karma yoga. Prarabdha karma when we are already experiencing something because of our prarabdha karma, which means it is already matured and it is already released. Okay, so we have to experience that whether it's a good or bad. Okay, if some people usually what will happen is like if something good happens they will be excited, if something bad happens they will go down. Okay, they will suffer a lot. Okay, so prarabdha karma means like if suppose something good happens or bad happens, whatever happens, so we have a person has to think that it is God's grace. Okay, if something good happened, okay, then they have to think that okay, it's they should be in bhakti. Bhakti means like they have to be devoted to Lord. Okay, once the devotion is matured, anyway, if they are in devotion, what they will think is whatever something happened good for them, they think that it is God's grace and they have been pleased by God, and they got that one. If suppose something they lost, okay, then they will think that okay, if something is there I did wrong or maybe I'm not eligible for that one, I don't deserve that one. That's why it has not come to me. But it is not. It's not my fault. Okay, whatever has to happen, it has happened. That's it. So like that, that kind of quality we will develop only when we practice the devotional service. Okay. Then our prarabdha karma can be intensity of that prarabdha karma will reduce. Okay. If suppose if a person is a very great devotee and if he is doing something and if something bad has to happen, so God also will reduce that to the intensity based on whatever the bhakti level he has. Okay, there's a lot of things we can discuss there, but let's not discuss too much. So prarabdha karma, intensity of the prarabdha karma can be reduced by doing bhakti yoga. Okay, that's what it is. And other thing is sanchita karma. Sanchita karma is the millions and trillions of bad and good karma which we have. Okay. So the only thing is like how to get rid of the sanchita karma is like there are two ways, like you said right in the beginning, in the first thing. Sanchita karma is infinity and infinity. Infinity, whatever infinity is there also, infinity good and infinity bad karma is there. But whatever it is, if we start consuming things, if we start disposing a good or bad, automatically it will go away. But the thing is, it's not easy. Okay, so only thing is sanchita karma, how to get rid of is like we should get a self-realization, and we have to understand that we are not this body. And after achieving the jnana yoga, after achieving that kind of jnana, then automatically the sanchita karma, all good and bad things will be gone. Okay, anyway, we have discussed more than enough, I think, for this video. What is agami, prarabdha, and sanchita. Okay, the last thing, very important thing is the purpose of our akarmic approach is we are doing all the three, whatever we mentioned to get to handle that agami karma, prarabdha karma, and sanchita karma in a proper way. Okay, so the purpose of this akarmic approach is we are doing all three together. Okay, to do agami karma without accumulating new karma. So at one point our sanchita karma will become zero. That's the beauty of it. Okay, so when we do agami karma without accumulating new karma, very simple, right? You are disposing the good and bad credits without adding new credits, new good or bad credits. Then automatically at some point the sanchita karma will become zero. Very beautiful. Okay. Second one, following akarmic life, we are gaining knowledge. Okay, definitely we are gaining knowledge because we will definitely listen to scriptures and we are trying to put it into practice. Okay, which will clear all the sanchita karma. It's mentioned above, right? Sanchita karma can be cleared with self-realization or jnanam. Okay, So we are already practicing we are already getting knowledge from the scriptures, and we are trying to put whatever possible to practice. The third one is we are practicing bhakti yoga also by doing regular prayers we are doing, and also by serving the Lord. Okay, which is helping us to reduce the intensity of the prarabdha karma. Okay, because we are in bhakti, um, God will definitely look at our problems. If suppose a person is about to get a big problem, which he cannot even resist. Resist means like which he is not able to. He cannot take it very easily. Then, based on the level of bhakti you have, the things will turn around, and it will still we definitely face the problem, but not at the very high, very difficult level. Okay, very deep level. Okay, suppose anyway, it's already discussed in some other video. So we are doing let's keep it short. So with Akarmic life, whatever we are planning to do, we are doing Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and also Karma Yoga. So all the three things we are doing it in and putting it in practice. So definitely it will help us to lead to the destination. Okay, that's what I we would like to tell. Okay, so I think this is pretty much a good level of discussion about the karma. Okay, so yeah, it's not easy topic. Actually, people will have a lot of questions. I know even I had a lot of questions before, but with the deep analysis and consistent effort, right? Definitely these things will be cleared. So this whatever the slide you are seeing, it's a very high and also deep level of summary actually. So if somebody wants, they can take this printout and just to go through them one by one, and you will really enjoy the beauty of this slide. Okay, so I think pretty much enough of discussion about the karma, and let's go to the next slide where we see the real akarmic life, what it is. Okay, so the thing is, this is for kids. Okay, for kids means it's not necessarily for kids, and also we have another one where it is for the uh, for adults. Okay, so let's discuss these things first. Both are same. Okay, let me discuss this. Just a background of it is like we are going to do akarmic life, right? Akarmic life means what? We don't want to add any good karma, any bad karma. That is what it is, right? So what we are doing is we just listed we as a team, like I don't want to tell too much background, but our team we discussed just okay, what are the things which a person does from morning till evening, night. Okay, so if we can automate all the things and make it as akarmic, it means like it is neither a good or bad karma. Okay, so if we make it akarmic, then our life is successful, right? Daily activity we are doing it without accumulating new karma. So how to achieve that? Okay, and also I wanted to repeat once again, whatever we listed here, all the things have been taken from the as a references from the scriptures, and based on what we are listening in our daily listenings, and whatever the scholars are telling, and they are telling based on scriptures. Okay, it means we have not created anything new here, and nothing is innovative. Okay, innovative things will not work here. Okay, there is no need to innovate anything here, because there is no need to invent anything. Everything is already there in the scriptures. Scriptures have got enough things. All the things are there. You don't need to invent anything new there. Okay, so only thing is we need to use them. Okay, we need to understand them and put in practice. Okay, so the thing is, if you see this sheet, I might have to tell a little bit of background, but I will tell that later. Okay, let me see. Let us see what it is. So anybody in this world, they will do mostly whatever we listed here. All these 10, if we do properly, your whole daily life is covered. Okay. So anybody in this world will sleep. Okay. After sleeping, they will get up. Okay. So after waking up, they will take bath, and they will have to do morning prayers, and they will eat, and they will work. That's all, right? as at a very high level, I just mentioned this. Okay. So now we see whatever we are doing daily is that much only. Okay. So let's make it akarmic. It means you wake up. Okay. You slept in the night and you got up in the night in the morning. Okay. The whole world is sleeping in the night and they get up in the morning. Okay. What is the difference between between me or you and the outside world? Okay. There should be some difference. So what will happen is, if we sleep by telling name of Lord Shiva 11 times and then sleep, don't talk anything after that, and then get up in the morning, as the very first thing we should get from our mouth is Sri Hari, Sri Hari, Sri Hari. Why we have to tell Shiva, Lord Shiva name in the night and Hari name in the morning is not the point of discussion here. We have already mentioned here again, repeating the same thing. We have not invented anything new here, and we have got everything from references from the scriptures. Okay, just tell the name of Lord Shiva 11 times and sleep. As soon as you get up in the morning, first thing you have to tell is Sri Hari. So when you do this one, your night is totally converted as a prayer. Okay, your whole night sleep is considered as a prayer. You are not doing a normal sleep. A person who is sleeping without telling this Shiva and Hari is doing a different activity. Okay, whatever you are doing, whatever the other person is doing is different. Whatever you are doing, it is considered as a prayer. Okay, so then you are different from the person who is not doing it. That's covered. So your 10 hours of sleep is covered, and it has become akarmic. After you wake up, then what you do is, basic thing is, you have to take bath. While taking bath, there are some rules and regulations which we should follow based on the scriptures. Okay, first thing is, we should not do a bare body bath. Okay, and then throughout tell the name of take some tumbler of water and just tell Ganga, Ganga, Ganga 3 times, and then it will become a Ganga water. Okay, whatever you are taking bath, it is becoming a Ganga water bath. You have not gone to Ganga and you are taking bath, but still, whatever the shower you are taking at your home, that itself is considered as a Ganga bath, Ganga water bath. Okay, yeah, I think if somebody Hindu, they will definitely know what is the power of taking bath in Ganga. Okay, so every day bath is converted as a Ganga water bath, and also during the bath, don't simply take bath. Continuously chant Narayana name of Narayana, or whatever God whatever the interesting name you feel like, you continuously chant that name. Okay, that way your bath is covered. Your bath is becoming as a prayer. Okay, and after that you are doing a morning prayer. Okay, the morning prayers is anyway we are going to discuss that again. So you have to do that prayer. Okay, and after that Dakshinamurthy Stotram. Okay, that's what I listed here. Just to take a look at the Dakshinamurthy picture for 1 minute. Okay, and then take the blessings from your parents. Okay, the thing is, after taking bath, if you go and take blessings from your parents, it is like it has got a very huge potential. It's a kind of going to all the sacred rivers in India, and you are taking bath. Whatever the credit you get by doing that, it will come by taking blessings from your parents after taking bath. So there's a lot of too much of details inside, but if you go in deep, okay, if you want to understand that why we are doing that, taking blessings after blessings from parents after taking bath, that needs a lot of investigation, and not investigation means it's not something which is wrong and you have to investigate and make it correct. Okay, it's a fact which is correct, and then you understand that. Okay, then if you understand that, then it is good. Otherwise, no, you will have confusion why we are taking this. So better don't keep anything anything in confused state. Just get it resolved. Okay, go to somebody scholar nearby, or go to Google or go to YouTube and do some research. Okay, So that way we converted your bath, and also after bath you're taking the blessings from your parents. And whenever you eat or drink anything during the day, don't take just like that. Okay, there are many people in this world who eat and drink just like that. Okay, so what we are doing here is we are just telling Krishna Arpanam and eating. We are not standing and eating. Why we have to do that? It's a different thing. Somebody has to investigate. Okay, and also on the bed, don't drink or don't eat on the bed, and also try to keep avoid going to bed and keep playing on that one or whatever. No, especially the things related to puja items or anything related to puja, never ever put there on the bed. Okay, if you little go in detail, somebody may ask like why can't I put some clothes on the bed? Okay, so there is a possibility that that same cloth you may be using it tomorrow, and you may do puja, right? Okay, the bed has got a negative energy. It means like there is a lot of things which are scripture is telling. Okay, it, just try to avoid bed. Okay, once you get up from the bed in the morning, better don't try to lay down on that one again, or do something on the bed. Okay, why we have to do it on the bed, right? You have your dining, your living room, all those things are there. You can do anything there. Better try to avoid going to the bed and again doing something on the bed, sitting there and talking. Better avoid, because that is having some negative things. Anyway, if anybody want in detail why that one, then they have to go in detail and do some investigation. Okay, then after that family prayers. Okay, they have to do family prayers. Okay, and then anyway the last point is already covered. Before sleeping they have to tell Om Namah Shivaya. Actually, this is the thing which is for the kids version. Okay, the thing is, now I have to tell a little bit of background, even though it takes a couple of minutes. I have to tell because it's my experience, and which is really uh, the power of God is there actually. So when I thought like, okay, we have to do this Akarmic sheet. Okay, so I keep on postponing that one, and sometimes God will. My intention is to do that, but I am not able to do it. So one of my friend in our group, he came and he told, "Yes, I will bring a laptop. We'll do one thing. You tell what is there, and I will write, and we'll make a document." Then immediately, then he came the next week, and then he just we both are discussing, and we started listing the things. It's not me. We both of us started listing the things and the daily activities. So what happened was like we listed the things. After we listed the things, we counted. It is 10 points. Actually, if you see these columns, right, there are 10 columns. To our surprise, we don't know how we landed in the 10 points. So after getting this 10 points listed, and we thought a little bit, okay, we both of us discussed, and we thought, okay, there is a 10 points, right? Usually for the kids to encourage something, if you give something to them, they will do it. Okay, if you tell your kid that if you do something, I will go and buy some toy or some car for you, they'll do it very with a lot of interest, right? So what we thought is like, okay, 10 points came, so let's make it to 11th column and put as a rewards. Okay, if suppose if some kid is following this, okay, and then uh, what happens is we can tell that kid, okay, if you do this practice every day, each point, whatever you follow, you'll get 10 cents credit. The 10 points will listed here. If you follow the 10 in the night before you sleep, you come and tell that, okay, I did all this from morning, wake up, and I whenever I eat, I told Krishna Arpanam. I did the morning prayers. I looked at the Dakshinamurthy photo, and then I did family prayers, and I'm going to tell Om Namah Shivaya and sleep now. Okay, then give him at $1, which will be a boosting for him, and he will get interest to do next day, and he will continue. Okay, suppose if that kid practiced this during the when he was a kid, and he continued for the rest of his life, You don't need to give any millions or trillions to the person, to the your kid. What God has to give, He will give. Okay, because He is doing all these things from the childhood. Okay, and whatever the amount you give, it may be gone. But the thing is, you are helping him to step towards liberation. Okay, so that is very important, and very really I am surprised how the 10 points came, and after getting 10 points we thought like, okay, let's give a 10 cents credit for each point, the kids will follow, so that it will become a $1, and then you give $1 per day. They will do it with enthusiasm. Maybe when they are kid they might be expecting that $1. After slowly when they get matured, right, they will understand the depth of this one, and if they are able to follow this, right, there is no need to give $1 after he become 10, 20 years, right? Okay, so he will automatically follow, because when he was a kid he might be expecting that $1 and he might be practicing. But when he become a 20 years, he will not come and ask you like, oh dad, give me $1. Okay, so he will continue. Okay, so only thing is initial stages, when to just make your kid practice this, we have to we thought like this is one simple way and easy way. So we can, if somebody really interested, they can get they like, if they like this one, then they can tell their kids to follow, and they can give $1 per day. And suppose if it's India, then let them give 10 rupees. Each one is 1 rupee, and then for all the 10 points, if they do properly, then they can get 10 rupees at the end of the day, before they sleep. So that way they will get 10 rupees per day. But even though you are giving 10 rupees, 10 rupees per day, you never know how much they will get back from God. Okay, how much God credit, God will help them in the future. Okay, so that is very important. So which we liked it. So I just wanted to share that we are surprised how the 10 points came. After the 10 points came, we just put that 11th column and we just put as a rewards. So this is for the kids version. And don't think that this is only for kids and kids only has to practice. Okay, so the thing is, kids are very young, they have enough time. But we as a parent, we are already halfway, or 60-70% of our life is gone. Okay, if we don't do that, these things, and if you tell only your kids will develop, and then we will be gone. It's very important. Okay, one lady asked like, there is something, can you I want my kids to learn these things, is there anybody who can teach something? Then I just asked, okay, what about you? Okay, it may be, I don't know, some people may not like it, but I asked that same question, which is a valid question, right? You are telling your kids has to learn, that's good, but what about you? You have to learn, right? So that's very important, because it's every life is independent journey. Okay, every soul is having independent journey. It's nobody's journey is your way, right? It won't help you. Okay, that's okay. Some things it will help your kid become succeeded. No, your kid learn all this one and he's doing he put it everything in practice. You'll definitely get good credit, because of you only your kid is learning all this, which is good. But don't try to pressure only your kid and you don't follow this. So you have to follow, and then your kid. So this is the kids version. The next thing is adults. This is, I think we may have to spend a few minutes on this one. Very important. Okay, so the thing is, all the points are exactly the same. Wake up, you can tell Sri Hari 3 times, and then bath, same thing. We have to tell Ganga name, and then we have to take bath. And then morning prayers, we have to do same thing. Blessings you have to get from your parents or elders. And eating is same thing. So next thing is the 3 things we added for the kids, not for the kids, and this is for the adults. Okay, so then casual walk, and then before sleep. So let's discuss these 3 points, very important. Okay, eating, drinking is okay. You went to a restaurant with your team members. Okay, so they suppose you are eating a vegetarian and they are eating non-veg or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, we don't want to consider everybody has to change. Okay, so they will be eating whatever they like, and you will eat whatever you like. Okay, just go to a restaurant or wherever whenever you're eating with others, just inside you just tell Krishna Arpanam and eat. That's it. Okay, The food what you are taking and the other person is taking, there is a lot of difference. You are taking it as a prasadam, and the other person is just like that eating. Okay, because he don't have knowledge. Okay, if the thing is, it's not bad or good, we should not think that. Okay, if that person is interested, he will also get to know from the scriptures, and he will put into practice. Before that he will do the same thing. Maybe before I came to know this one, I was eating like normal, like other person. Okay, so just here also I wanted to add one thing from my experience. How I learned this is, one of the devotee, when I went to temple, he was telling the Brahmarpanam mantram and eating. Okay, I just asked what is the Brahmarpanam mantram. Then he told, just Google and you will know. Then I came home and I just typed Brahmarpanam in the Google. Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavir, Brahmagno, Brahmanahutam, that came. So I understood that, and then I thought like, okay, this is good. People are already practicing, and luckily God's grace, I came to know through this uncle. Okay, so I just put in practice. So when it's not that time will come for everyone, it will come only if we have good association. That is very important. There is a lot of things we can discuss in this video, even though it is going lengthy, right? I'm okay because we have to discuss all this. Very important. Okay. So I just understood that and I did from then. Okay. So similarly, the person who is a co-worker, he may not be doing that. Don't worry about him. First thing is, our time is going, our clock is going. So we need to put whatever the things we learned. Okay. So just to do whatever you are eating or drinking, right? Don't stand and eat, and try to do whatever. Okay. Just go through this list, whatever you listed here. Okay, which is detailed. Then the very next thing is very important thing is driving. Okay, very very important. Driving is like, so many people are dying in this world with a car crash and with so many accidents outside. Okay, just to do a prayer, small prayer for Lord Narasimha or whatever it is. I usually do some prayer called Sarvadeva Sarvada Sarvadesheshu Pakuttam Bhuneshwari and so and so. Okay, so that mantram is like, I am just visualizing Lord Shiva and Parvati on the in the Kailasam, and I am telling them that I am going outside and just to take care of me, protect me. So that way I start, okay, driving. So never ever drive without doing any prayer. Okay, that's very important, because there are so many people dying every day with a car crash or with any other things. Okay, even though their problem is not there, some other person will be doing wrong and it will affect this person. Okay, try to do protect your drive by doing a prayer. Okay, and then at work, the thing is, this is the list of 10 points. We'll have to cover all the daily life. Okay, work, usually everybody will do work for 8 hours. Okay, just you do work and other person also doing work. Just you make it little smart. Okay, just to do a small Ganesha prayer or in the beginning. You don't need to do a big shout and do a prayer. Okay, just to go inside, just to tell Om Ganesha Namaha, Om Sri Mahaganathpati Namaha, whatever it is. Okay, and start the work. And concluding work, you can tell Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanam. Okay, and I wanted to share one thing here also. The concluding work is very very crucial thing actually. So what I learned from what I heard is, at work I started doing this Ganesha prayer and I am continuing, and I am not concluding that actually. So what happened was, like, when I went to one satsang, one of the devotee, she pointed me, like, I just told that, see, I'm trying to convert all my daily life to as a prayer. I'm going to work and I will start with the Ganesha prayer and then I will do work. Then that devotee, she asked me, she told me, can I give you one small suggestion? And I told, okay. Then that devotee told, you are anyway starting starting your work with the prayer. Why don't you conclude with saying Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanam? I am really shocked. Actually, the thing is, I started doing a Ganesha prayer in the beginning, but I am not doing the concluding thing. But God has given me instruction through some devotee that you are starting it anyway. You can conclude also, because I did not get that idea, but I got through the other person. That's what I'm telling. This spiritual journey is very, very difficult journey, and God's grace is there means you will get help. Every now and then you will get help, and then automatically things will move. Okay. Have faith. That's very important. Having faith in the spiritual knowledge is very, very important, crucial, which is a necessity. Okay. This is the only thing which is your what you call initial investment. Okay. So then only it will work. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Okay. So the thing is, let's go to the next one. Casual walking or activities, free time. Just to try to cultivate a habit of telling name of God, whether it is Om Namah Shivaya or Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, whatever it is. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Anything you like, just whenever you go on casual walk, just you have to keep telling the name of the Lord. Okay, that will help you in many ways. I'll tell you one example also. Let's do one more thing. I'll share that also. And before sleep, anyway, Om Namah Shivaya. So with these 10 points, you are covering 10 hours of sleep. Okay, 8 hours of work, 18 hours. Okay, driving another 1 hour. Okay, so prayer, eating at least 1 hour. Bath is another half an hour or 20 minutes, whatever it is. A casual walk or whatever you do in free time. That's it. So if you list out all these 10 points and put this in practice, automatically whatever your daily activity is converted as a prayer. Okay. And another thing is, I wanted to just bring 2 points here. Just wanted to mention. In case of work, right? Some people may think that, okay, I am doing Ganesha prayer, but I am doing all the work in the office. Okay, I'm not remembering any God, or I'm not doing any prayer or something. So what you can do is like just to start with the prayer, and then do your normal work. Don't get involved in the politics, in your office politics and all those things. Be transparent. Be very truthful, faithful. Okay, don't try to put a blame on somebody, or don't try to pull somebody so that you can go up, or those kind of crazy things people do. Okay, I know people are there to do it. Okay, so those kind of things we should not do it. Okay, slowly we will learn it. Okay, we have to do that. And also that thing is another point I mentioned here is, try to remember Lord whenever you have a chance during work. Okay, you are walking in the corridor. What work? You are not doing any work, right? Okay, still you are thinking about some code is okay, no problem. Okay, you are not when you are going on the corridor and you are going to restroom, or you are taking lunch. It's not that every time I keep on remembering the code what I should write there. It's okay if somebody is very crazy and a very tight schedule. If they are thinking about the project, it's okay. It's not every day, right? So there is a possibility that we may not be, we may have some free time. That time when you are walking in the corridor, or when you're going and taking a drink of water, a cup of water, and those kind of things you do it. And then concluding this one, Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanam. Okay, the 8 hours will be covered. Okay, don't think that I'm doing only regular work. The only thing is, very important thing in this spirituality is, whatever you feel, that is what it is. Okay, so there is a name for goddess. It's a Bhavana Santushtaya Namaha. It means whatever you feel, that's what she feel happy. Okay, if you think that I'm eating the food, it is your feeling, right? I'm eating it as a prasadam, or I'm eating it as a God's gift, God's grace, then she will be pleased. The Lord will be pleased. So don't think that whatever is listed here is very simple. Does it really work? We should have faith. I already told you, faith is the minimum investment you have to do when it is spiritual journey. Okay, so this level 10 points are covered. So if somebody thinks that if something else is missing here, or anything, it's okay. It's good to bring it to that, and just work on that one. How we can make that also as a prayer. Okay, so indirectly what happens is, not indirectly, directly what we are doing it here is, we listed the 10 points which everybody does in the daily life, and we converted that as a prayer. And one more thing I thought like to share, right? The casual walk. There are 2 things which I will tell here. Beauty of this Akarmic life. Okay, to just give an example, and to make sure that you will get a good feeling of this Akarmic life sheet. Suppose in the Hindu scriptures are saying a person, if the person says Krishna name or Lord Rama name or whatever name of God, at the end of his life, he will go to, he will not, he will get mukti, right? So that is very, everybody knows it. Every Hindu knows it. Is it easy? That is not easy. Okay. Suppose if somebody's person is following this karmic life sheet, okay. There are so many people in this world who sometimes who will die in sleep. They will not get up in the morning. They will die in the sleep. Okay. Just assume that a person is following this Akarmic sheet and he slept by telling Shiva, 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 Shiva 11 times. The last word he came from his mouth is what? Shiva. Suppose he don't get up in the morning and he is dead. He died in the night. What will happen to that person? He told Lord Shiva name in the end of at the end of his life, right? He will get good credit, right? He will get good, whatever scripture is telling, it will happen to that person, right? So that is one thing. Okay, I'm not expecting the person to die in sleep, or we never know. Okay, what will happen? But there are cases. There are people who died in the sound sleep. Okay, without doing any kind of noise. Okay, automatically they will die. We don't know whose life ends where, nobody knows. Okay, that's a mystery. Not mystery. It's not in our scope. Okay, because we don't know when our life will end. Okay, so I'm just telling one of the example where this can be helpful. Okay, and other one is casual walking or other activities. I wanted to tell one thing which I shared in one of the satsang also. The thing is, Air India, there is one person who works in Air India, and that person was not seen for 1 or 2 days. Okay, he didn't go to house also. He was not at home, and he is not reporting to office. So they got doubt what happened to this person. They just checked all the cameras, and one person, he was walking next to an airplane in the walkway, in the I think it's on the driveway, runway. I think runway. Okay. So what happened was there is a propeller which is sucking the air. Okay. This person accidentally or knowingly, or I don't know how it happened, but he just went to that near to that propeller, not close by, little distance only. What happened was that propeller sucked this person, and immediately within a fraction of seconds he came out. That person, blood and flesh, nothing left there. Okay, it's a very pathetic situation, but anyway, I have to mention that just to give an example here. Okay, suppose what is happening is, suppose that person who died, he is following this Akarmic life sheet. Example, assume that person is following this. So whatever where he was walking on the runway, it's a casual walk, right? He continuously keep telling Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Rama Rama, Narayana Narayana, or whatever it is. He might be telling something, and immediately he got sucked by that propeller, right? So what is the last thing he told from his mouth? Suppose he keeps telling Narayana 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 and going. Because why I am telling is, like most of the times I'll be doing the same thing, Narayana or Rama or whatever. Sometimes I will keep changing. Okay, because I don't want to do the same thing. Sometimes I will do Hare Krishna. Sometimes I will do Rama or whatever. Okay, so the thing is, the advantages, if you think like that, right? There are huge advantages, so many advantages by following this Akarmic sheet. On top of that, you are not adding any good or bad karma. Okay, that's very important. So I think that's pretty much covered. So I just gave 2 examples where this Akarmic life sheet is really playing a role, like a person dying in sleep, and also a person who is suddenly within a fraction of seconds he died. We never know, right, when our life ends. Okay, so the thing is, this has got a huge potential. And also one more thing, again I need to repeat here. Nothing is copied, or nothing is not copied. Sorry, nothing is invented new here. Okay, everything is going by the scriptures. And if somebody has a doubt or something, they can clarify with any person. Okay, there's no doubt in that. And also we don't need to worry too much. Okay, whether it is correct or not, we don't need to worry. If somebody has got doubt, definitely it's better to get it clarified. Okay, So that is the Akarmic life sheet. Okay. So I showed for the kids and also for this. This is for adults. Okay. So driving, working, and casual walk and other things. Everything is important here. There is nothing like this is very important. That is not important. This is a more priority, not priorities. That is okay to neglect. No, every point is very important, and everything is easy. Okay, nothing is complicated here. We are done. This is the easiest way we can convert our daily life without adding in any karma, new karma. Okay, so I think pretty much we discussed maximum possible detail here. Anyway, we can discuss even full day also. We can discuss this one, but it's okay. Let's move on to the next one. So this is the daily prayers we were talking about. Okay. So the daily prayers also is very, very simple. It is just 2 pages. If you just take a printout, it will come into the front and back. That's it. Okay. Just laminate it and keep it handy. Okay. So the thing is, whatever the things we listed here, they have got a huge potential also. Okay. So the thing is Krishna Stakam. Okay. Just take it as a one. I wanted to just mention a couple of things here. Okay. So the thing is, we started with the Ganesha prayer, and then we do a Krishna Ashtakam, and then we tell the 12 names of Maya, Bhadrakali, Durga, Vijay, Vaishnavi. So these names, if you tell, you'll be protected from the Maya. Okay. So I don't want to go in detail. Let's keep it short. I told again, I am repeating. Nothing is newly invented here. Everything is from the scriptures. Whatever the scholars have told, based on the scriptures. Okay. And Arunachala Shiva 3 times we are telling. Arunachala Shiva 1 time telling per day itself is having a huge potential. Okay. So that in this daily prayers we are including Arunachala Shiva name 3 times. Okay. So and then Sri Rama Rama Rameti. Suppose a person is this has got a Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sastram Tulim Ram Namaranane. This one, if you tell 3 times, you are indirectly doing a Vishnu Sahasranamam. Okay, that is covered. Ram Ramayana 11 times. Okay, and then the thing is Kuladevadabhyo Namaha, Gramadevadabhyo Namaha. Very, very important. There are so many people struggling, and there are some reasons. If we go in detail, some things are happening because they are not giving obeisances to the Kuladevata and Gramadevata. Kuladevata means every family has some god, specific god or goddess as their Kuladevata, and we need to just pray for them. And also Gramadevata. Gramadevata means wherever you are born, there some Gramadevata will be there. So that nearby temple or whatever it is. Okay, you need to just bow down to that Gramadevata also, which will help you in many ways. I don't want to tell what help you will get or what benefit you will get. First of all, being in the spirituality, we should not expect anything. That is very important. Okay, but anyway, just those 2 things are already covered here. Obeisances to Kuladevata and Gramadevata. Okay. And then Jayatyati Balo Ramo Lakshmanasya. This is called Jaya Mantram. This is from Sundarakanda. I think so. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I think it's from Sundarakanda only. Jaya Mantra Ramayanam. Jayatyati Balo Ramo Lakshmanasya Mahabala Raja Jayat Sugriva Ragave Navipalata. Okay, I don't want to complete that one. It's okay. So Jay Mantram is very powerful. I think being somebody is a Hindu and they know Ramayanam, they know the depth of this and they know the value of it. Okay. And also Shive Devi, Shive Devi, Shive Devi, Shive Nama. I think we already mentioned here. Saying this, we have a grace of Devi to overcome our senses. Okay. The senses what we have is eyes, nose, tongue, and those things very difficult to control. Okay. So the scripture is telling you tell this 3 times, then you will be able to overcome the senses. Okay, so just you tell that also. Dakshinamurthy Stotram, anyway, I told already. Okay, Narayana chanting for 1 minute and then 1 minute meditation. Okay, and then Srimad Bhagavatam. Reading Srimad Bhagavatam or touching at least 1 verse per day is very, very important. Okay, I don't want to go in detail, which also is covered here. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam, that is another thing which we are telling. If something is mistake, then it's already workaround is we are completing that, concluding. And then concluding prayer is Sarvam Siva Uma Parameshwara Parabrahma Arpanastu. It means whatever you do it as an offering. Okay. If you take this sheet also, everything is Krishnarpanam. Okay. It means you are concluding the work and telling that it is Krishnarpanam. So it means Like whatever you do, you have to offer it to the Lord. Okay, that's what it is, practice. So your prayer is already dedicated and it's concluded by saying that it is a Krishna Arpana. Means it's you are giving the you are not getting, you are not expecting anything or something. You are just doing as a service and you are just concluded your prayer. So this is a prayer, okay, which is covered. So if you let's go to the first slide. Okay. So I think just to revise what all we covered. So we just whatever the just to review the three practices. What we are doing is regular puja, Dakshinamurthy Stotram, Akarmic light following. Okay, these three things are covered. Regular puja, I have shown you the format. Okay, and Dakshinamurthy Stotram every day we will do. Why we are reciting? Already I gave enough explanation. Okay, and then following Akarmic sheet. Akarmic sheet is we have detailed. We have discussed maximum detail. Okay, whatever possible we discussed. Okay, and also I have shown the Akarmic life sheet. The next thing is crucial, very. I think I'm a little bit afraid to show that one because we may not be doing all the practices whatever we listed. We listed whenever we listen to something and which we think it's a very nice. We added this. Okay, like that we added and we are trying to follow some things in the listed things. Okay, just let's see what is that additional practices also. Okay, let's go there. So just we are going one by one now. This is Akarmic life sheet overview. Why we are doing Akarmic life? Why we are following the Akarmic life sheet? This is Akarmic life sheet for the kids, and this is Akarmic life sheet for the adults, and this is the daily prayers. And now the last point. This one is very important. There are some things which scriptures are telling which people will get liberation. For liberation, they have to do some things. The thing is, I just wanted to you to go through this, and every point mentioned here has got a very huge potential. Okay, I don't want to discuss each and everything and keep on telling what is the advantage, what you'll get based on this one. Everything has got a very huge potential, and doing this we in our group we are trying to follow whatever is listed here. Okay, maybe everybody may not be following all the points. Some things at least we are following. Suppose you take the first thing as participating in Satyanarayana Vratam every Paurnami. We in our team, in our group, I think people, some people, I don't want to mention, I don't want to talk for others actually because we don't know what we should not talk about others first. Okay, the thing is, I personally will do we participating in Satyanarayana Puja every Paurnami. Okay, so sometimes if we miss, that's it's accepted or not is the secondary thing. If we cannot do that something, it's okay. Nothing, don't need to cry or something. Okay, just to try to do every Paurnami. Okay, God has instructed us through scriptures. We are doing it. That's it. Okay, don't expect anything. Another thing is if you do this one, that will come means that's it, gone. All our Akarmic journey is going into vain. Okay. So we have to be very careful. Okay, when we do something, don't expect anything. Just to go and participate in Satyanarayana Vratam and come out. That's it. Okay. So and another thing is listening to Dakshinamurthy Stotram every day. That is okay. That is already discussed. And every Thursday morning we keep a horoscope of just take a small printout of your horoscope and just put a turmeric on 4 corners. This will take care of your horoscope problems. There are references for each and everything we listed here. Okay, we don't want to go in detail because this video is not, the purpose of this one is not to prove that it is correct or from where we took all these things. It's suppose if somebody is really interested, they can always get in touch with our group and we can go more in more detail here. And if somebody want explanation why we put this point, from where, who told this, all those details wherever we have it. Okay, so but just we are telling like just put this your horoscope before Dakshinamurthy every Thursday, and this will help you if any problems or upcoming problems are due to your planetary positions, it will be taken care of. Okay, remember one thing, like anything problem will be a problem only, but how intense that problem will hit you is depending on your bhakti. Okay, I'm repeating that point, but you make sure that you never ever think that a good devotee will never be having some pain. Okay, pain is always there. What level of pain is very important. Okay, the level of pain, the devotee may be less compared to a non-devotee. Okay, so I don't want to dig into too much detail. Let's go to the next point. Meditate on Dakshinamurthy for 1 minute. So Dakshinamurthy, visualizing Dakshinamurthy is very, very important that we are doing it. And also reading Srimad Bhagavatam. At least if suppose if I'm not able to read or anything by with some kind of a problem, not problem, suppose if there is a possibility that I'm busy or something, no, at least I will go and touch the Srimad Bhagavatam once. That's it. So that way the day is concluded. Okay, with reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Fasting and Ekadashi, everybody does that, most of the people. Lalita Sahasranam daily chanting. Okay, so this all that's what I'm telling. We have listed this. It is not that we are all following. Okay, uh, I'm just telling this and sharing this because suppose if somebody see this, they may be getting interested and they may follow it. Okay, because if I don't show that, thinking that okay, I am not doing all these things, so I don't want to show. I think I will make a mistake. So that is the reason I'm showing this here, because even when our team is doing it or not, is nobody should question actually. Even if our team is doing it, nothing will come for you. Okay, for the person who is listening. Okay, if you like this one, start doing it. It will work for you. Okay, not for the other person. Okay. So try to read this one, Lalita Sahasranam chanting daily, okay, and then donating the Srimad Bhagavatam on a particular day, okay, Bhadra Purnima, okay, Purnima. So that day we do it, okay, at least in lifetime, at least once, because if you have an association with devotees from ISKCON, they will do it every Bhadra Purnima. They have an event and they will donate all the Bhagavatam books, okay. So just get in touch with the ISKCON and you just take this point and discuss with them, okay. And we, I think, few of our members also, our team members, they did this, okay, including me, okay. And also do Pitru Karmas without fail. This is very, very important. There are so many people who neglect this, and because of that, so many problems are there. I don't want to discuss in detail. So better do Pitru Karma every Amavasya, okay, provided it's applicable only, okay. Ultimate goal of all our team members is to leave the body in Kasi. Okay, this is just I'm giving a point here, listed a point, because dying in Kasi is what is the value of it is very detailed, discussed in so many videos, and also Hindu scriptures are telling that. So we are thinking our desire is to leave the body in Kasi. We never know where we'll die, but our intensity. The thing is, I already told you, right? So if our desire is very strong, God will help us. Okay, maybe if not in this birth, if there's a different birth or whatever it is, our intensity of the desire should be increased. Okay, the main purpose of our life is to intense good desires. Okay, the intensity of the good desire should be very strong. Okay, so our goal is to leave the body in Kasi. We never know when we will die, and we hope for the best and we wish for the best. Okay. So and we also will try something. Okay, try something means after kids got married and everybody's life settled, right? Then if suppose if we have to go there, okay, then if we live there only, then only you die there, right? So if after grandchildren also, okay, let the grandchildren get married means that's it. Your time will come up. Okay, so better after suppose your children, after your children got settled and they got a grandson or granddaughter, whatever it is, then your life is fulfilled. Then better you have to keep moving. Okay. So I don't want to discuss or put any stressful point to anybody, because people may have different kind of opinion. Who will take care of granddaughter? So granddaughter who will take care is a stupid thing actually. So better don't worry about the granddaughter and grandchildren. Okay, that is the granddaughter, grandchildren will be taken care by your son and daughter. Okay, not you. Okay, our job is done. Okay, so we have to keep moving. So we have to be very strong actually. Sometimes God also will see your sincerity and also effort. It's not only sincerity and effort also we should put. If you don't put any effort and if you are very serious also, there is no use, right? So God will see what is your intense desire and also what is that you are doing it for us for that. Okay, there may be some situations where you may not be able to do. That time, God will help us to clear those situations, and He will make a way to for you to do that. But still, who has to do that? Ultimately, we have to do that. That's very important. And the other one is do Bhagavad Saptaham and dedicate the Saptaham to the person who left his or her body. Okay, which is very very. This kind of help. If you do for anyone who left the body, it's the best gift you can give to that person. That's what I can tell. Okay, so because Scripture is telling that helping the person who left the body will get a very good privileges and very so much of good thing will happen to that person's soul. Okay, so I don't want to go in detail of what exactly will happen and which Scripture is telling. It's told in Bhagavatam. Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, the thing is, we as a team are thinking we should take care of this in some way for every person who left the body in our team as a mandatory, at least, because we cannot do for every person in this world, right? So at least if you start, if suppose if anybody is in this team and somebody will pass away, then we can do something for that person, because we cannot do the whole service for everyone. Okay, so that's what we have to be part of a group. That's what, if we are part of some group, right, automatically group will have your influence on you. Okay, so suppose it's good to do Bhagavad Saptaham when you are alive, and 3 times at least in your lifetime. That has got so much of importance. Okay, so when we are alive and there is a possibility and there is a scope, do it. And the worst case, if you don't do it, it's okay, nothing will happen. You can't do much, right, because you left the body without doing it. It's okay. But suppose if you are in a part of a good group, or people who are like stepping towards liberation group or any other group, right? If they know that this point is valid and this point is very helpful, they may do it on behalf of the person who left the body. So don't rely anything on other person after you die. Okay, who will do it? Nobody will do it. Or sometimes there is a possibility that they may, even if they know, they may not do it. Okay, so better we take care of when we are alive, and everything should be taken care by us. Okay, before you think that somebody else will help me. Okay, don't think that somebody else will help you. It's better we take care of whatever we can do when we are alive, and wish for the God's grace to do that properly. Okay, so these are the things which we listed here. These things, whatever the things we mentioned here are 11. It is not this is not the final list. Our list will keep growing. Whenever we get some good point, we will add this. Okay, and wherever there is a possibility, we will do it. Okay, so just we have to try our best. As I told you before, try your best to step towards liberation, and God's grace is always there. Whenever God is impressed with our practices, He will give us a breakthrough. Okay, so I think I pretty much covered all the things. So just to give a summary, regular puja every day we do, Dakshinamurthy Stotram every day reciting or listening, Akarmic life sheet, we went through the Akarmic life sheet, and we are making all our daily activities as Akarmic activities, so that we don't add any new karma. And also Akarmic life sheet is very important, because along with the Akarmic life sheet, while practicing the Akarmic sheet, we are following Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Karma Yoga. All the 3 yogas we are putting in practice, and so our ultimate goal is to get liberation. We will try. Okay, its ultimate goal is to get liberation, but not to reach that. Okay, not to reach that is our goal actually, but when it is not in our hand. Okay, so we do regular puja, we do Dakshinamurthy Stotram every day, and we follow the Akarmic sheet, and also the additional practices whatever we listed, Satyanarayana puja every Paurnami, and some things which are very possible and which may be easy for us to do, we will do it. We continue doing it, and then the rest is in the hand of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, try to make your mind pure. Don't try to hurt anybody. Try to be devoted. Not try to be. You are already a devotee. Consistency is very important. Make sure that a devotional path is not given up. Okay, so which is very very important. If you give up some practices, you're back to the beginning. Okay, So it will not help you. Okay. So the thing is, we have to be consistent in some things, and other things you keep adding. Okay, but don't subtract this minimum mandatory things from your life, which will take you back. Okay. So I wish it is covered. This video is a little lengthy video, but it's I know that this video is a big one because the topic is very huge, and it's kind of a backbone for all our spiritual practicing people, uh, including our this group. So I think it's pretty much covered. I wish this video is really helpful. If somebody want any copies of this Akarmic life sheet or daily practices or anything in this, they can take a snapshot from this one video, or else they can even send an email to this group stl.2022@gmail.com, and just to get in touch with the group, and you will get a lot of information. We are doing so many other initiatives also. So we have so many things which we plan to do. With God's grace, I think it will. We wish it will come true, and we have to rely on. We should not rely on anybody. We should rely on God. Okay. So the thing is, we will try our best. We are trying to do our best. Okay. So if somebody want any more details about this, or they have any question on this, they can always reach out to groupstl.2022@gmail.com. Okay, and then we will get in touch, and we will clear any question is there. Okay. So I think it's pretty much covered, and video is lengthy, but it is okay. We covered whatever possible. Anyway, nothing is best always. So sit till it can be better always. Whatever we tried our best to summarize to the maximum possible extent. At least this is a 1.5 hour video. It's a lengthy one, but it's okay. Sometimes it will. Sometimes we may have to spend time. So it will. It's not. It will not go waste. Okay. So definitely, I think this video is helpful, and also it will help our team also, including me. Because this is a kind of summary where we put all the things what we are doing in a regular basis, and also what we should do in the future also. Okay. So I think it will help. I wish everybody good luck, and I think I feel that it might be a helpful video, and if somebody get inspired and if they start doing that, we are very happy. At least try something, and get into the stepping towards liberation group. Okay, and get into the persons who are ready to practice. Okay, so God is there for everyone, but whoever steps towards Him, He will help. Okay, so but thing is, you have to be strong in your desire. Even though you have a small desire that okay, I need to get liberation, that's okay. Its intensity is maybe low, but what is liberation, why we need to achieve that, and all those things, if you understand the depth of it, right, then our intensity will increase. Okay, to do that, you have to do a daily practice. And just to mention, I just mentioned one point here: God will not see your ability or creativity, He will see your availability. It's a very, very beautiful statement. I just added this here because that is a very that point itself we can discuss so long actually. So the thing is, God will not see your ability or creativity, because you may be intelligent or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, only thing is you have to put your time and try to understand, investigate the things, then automatically things will work. Okay, and God will help you, and God's grace will automatically come. Okay, so it is from Chinmaya Mission lecture, one of the lecture. So I like that statement, and we should really remember that every time. Okay, so we need to spend time. Don't worry that I am not able to chant properly. I am not able to understand this one. It's okay. It will take time. That it's not there is nothing wrong. Okay, it may take some time, but it's okay. Don't think that the person who is doing good in understanding the scriptures or chanting is better than me. So nothing like that. Wherever we are there. That's it. So nobody can bring you forward. Okay. So only thing is you need to spend time daily. Spend half an hour or 1 hour per day, or whenever you have available time. Okay. Then automatically things will keep moving. Okay. I think this video is really helpful. I think so. And I wish people should get a benefit out of this video. And all the best to everyone. Thank you so much. Hari Om.